Hello everyone, welcome to the video on variables and naming rules in Python. What actually a variable is, and are there any rules for naming the variable, we will be discussing in this video. This is the most interesting concept because we can understand how Python is different from other programming languages, and also how simple the implementation of Python is. What actually a variable is? Variable is nothing but a container. It stores some values inside it. We'll be assigning some value to a name, a variable, and that value will be stored inside that variable. Let's check how we can create the basic variable. X is equal to 10 is nothing but a variable X is created to which value 10 is assigned to it, and see how whether the value is stored or not using the print function. Here the value is stored. X is given some value, the value of it is 10. What happens inside is Python on seeing some assignment like this, what it creates an object with value 10 in the memory location. It creates an object with value 10, and X here is an identifier. This is pointed towards the memory location of the 10 of this object. So variables do not actually directly store the value, but it will point to the memory of the object. This is one example, and if we want to check where this is stored, by using the id function we can understand where this is stored. At this memory the value is stored. This is the memory address of the object 10, and we can also create multiple variables with same object. If I suppose like a is equal to 10, b is equal to 10. Here 10 is the object, and two variables are given the same values, same object, and using the print id function we will be creating here. We will be knowing the memory of this both. See here we have created an object 10, and given two variables are given the same value, same object, and so these two points to the memory of the 10, so the value of the memory is same. This is multiple variables with the same object, and here let's do we can also do some reassignment, like x is equal to 10, and after giving some value to it we can even change the value of it. That is called reassignment. And now I'm assigning x is equal to 20. I'm creating another object with value 10, and I want to check the value of it. See how whether memory location changes or not. Now it gives another location. Here another object 20 is created, and now this is a name identifier pointing to the memory of 20. So there are two locations here, two memory locations. This is the what variable, when a variable is created, what happens inside the Python when a variable is created. And we can also give a different data types. We can also do some different data types, like here we have seen how variables are run, and we can also do like this. We have many different data types, like integer, strings, floats, and we can assign anything to the variable. First, suppose I am taking, let us take some name. Student is a name, and his age, suppose it is 28, and marks as we are giving quotations, everything will take it as string. Will be taken like this. We can assign any kind of any data type like this, okay, and we can print by using print function, you can understand what actually variable is storing inside it, like this. See here, I have created different data types. I have created different data types variables and checked whether the data is stored properly or not. So this is different types of data can be stored inside it. And reassigning is already we have seen x is equal to 10, x is equal to 20. It is nothing but the reassigning. And one more, I will give you one more example if required. Like for suppose x is equal to 5. Here I have given some integer value, and now I will give some string. Even this is allowed. It just creates what's happening here is just x is a name identifier. It's just pointing, initially it pointed towards the object 5, now it is pointing towards now I am a string. That's what's happening here. That is reassigning variable. And next thing is assignment in Python. Assignment simply means storing a value in a variable using equal sign. Now we have done it, right? And what simple assignment means, this is called assignment. By using is equal to, we are doing some assignment. So we can check the both values of a and b, and the a and b are pointing towards 100 objects, 100 value. And we can also give multiple assignments. What is multiple assignment? Let's see the multiple assignment is. I am giving in continuous variables using separated by comma and giving the same number of values there, and I will be checking whether the data is stored inside the variables or not, whether this format is correct or not. Let's check it and see. I have given the 3 variables here and values, 3 values here. So each variable is given the on sequence. So in a single line we can give multiple values, and we can even do this like this. Same value assignment can also be done. So for a different variables we can assign the same value. For suppose a is equal to b is equal to c, we are creating 3 variables with the same value, 10, 100. Let's check whether this format is correct or not, and see a, b, c are given they were pointing towards the object 100. So these are the different types of assignments. Like a single variable we can using a single variable is created, and multiple assignments, different variables with the different values, and in the same line here, and the same value assignment, different variables with the same value can also be done. And there are certain rules we need to follow while we are naming variables. And so what are the rules? What rules are there is, we must start with a letter. We must start with a letter or underscore. We cannot use a number before a variable, and no special characters cannot be used. And variables are case sensitive, means what uppercase or lowercase. So if we use a lowercase variable, that is different from the uppercase same string or same text. So we should be conscious about the case sensitive, and also there are some certain keywords already used in while building the Python, while the Python is developed. Those keywords cannot be used for variables. So there are how we will check how this works in code. Valid names. So for suppose name I am giving name is equal to John, age is equal to some 35, total underscore marks is equal to 90. So what we are doing is, we are just assigning, we are not using any number or case sensitive any other, all the things are done in a similar format. Now using the lowercase letters, and for joining two variables we have used underscore here, and this is valid names. So what is invalid? Let's check. We should not use number before while we are doing some variable assignment. But here I am using 1 in front of the 1 as the first letter for creating the variable. Let's see whether this is correct or not. And I will give one more example also in a single string. In a single string, user underscore name is equal to arrow. Underscore is valid here. I will be using hyphen. Let's check whether any character is allowed inside a allowed while creating a variable. Okay, there is a syntax error. What is saying? It's an invalid decimal literal. So for this is showing that one is not correct. We need to so using one in front of the variable name is not correct, and this is one error, and this is also wrong. We should not use the hyphen, a special character. Only it allows us to use underscore but not hyphen, and this is correct format and this is correct format. Let's check whether this is correct or not. So is equal to, this will, what actually happened is class is equal to test. These will give some errors. Okay, oh sorry, yeah, actually what class here is, class is nothing but a keyword. We will be creating classes, so we should not use a class is equal to test. We can give some other name for this. So this will throw the syntax errors. And case sensitive. Case sensitive means I am creating a variable value with 10, and also v is a capital here, and I am creating another variable here. So these two are different variables as case sensitive, because v capital is used here. These two gives a different values, so these two are not same, and these are, so it is case sensitive. Variable is a case sensitive. And snake case convention in while creating variables. For suppose we are in a huge code, we will be using for understanding, we will be using two words for giving some variable. Okay, then how those two words can be joined is using a underscore, and we shall use small letters only. This is called snake case convention, using small letters, and underscore is a snake case convention. Here it's an, I will give you an example. For suppose student is a student name. I want to create a variable with student name. Then by using underscore and small letters, I can do this. I can using snake case convention, I can create a variable. But suppose the total underscore marks is another variable I want to create. In such case, using underscore and small letters, I can create another variable. This is called snake case convention. There are other cases also which are used in other languages like Pascal case and camel case. In camel case, there will be initial first letter will be small letter, and every word will be given capital letters. That is how a different word will be differentiated in that. Pascal is every word will be initial first word will be given a capital letter. That is quite so difficult when we want to always use capital letters for again for creating a variable. But here using underscore is very easy. And so snake case convention is used in here in Python. And what are not actually recommended is we should not do like this. Student is equal to capital. It is not. It doesn't allow. This is not the Python standard. Okay, this is not the Python standard. So total marks. I am using capitals in the variable name. So these two are not allowed. This is not snake case convention. This is not a standard, even though it allows us. But the standard format is to use underscore while giving two names. So another case I would like to give is a function example. Okay, here what we do is I am defining a function calculate total marks is the function I am creating here. Return 100. So I am creating a function named calculate total marks. So by using underscore and small letters, I am creating a function name. This is a convention, snake case convention. this is easy to understand, and for visualizing for visual also it is easy. So we need to give some colon at the end. Okay, and this is how we can use while defining function name also. This is how we can create a function name using these are the rules we can follow. And other thing is reserved words cannot be used. Reserved words matlab means keywords. They cannot be used inside the for creating the variable. What are keywords usually we will be using, like if, else, for, while, class, def, defining a function, true, false. These are some of the keywords. We should not use them for as variables. Let's see. Usually what we will be doing, if will be used as a, it's a keyword. If for writing if condition we will be using if. We will do like this. So if true, we will be saying to give some block of code inside it, and we will be asking to run. That is okay, fine. This is how we will be using. This is a keyword here. This is it allows, it will allow, but we cannot use if is equal to if as a variable and assign some variable. This throws an error. See, because it's invalid syntax, because if is a keyword and it will not allow it. This is a wrong usage. And we can also do checking. We can also check keywords like by importing keyword module, import keyword and print keyword dot check for if, whether if is available as a keyword. Now we can understand what it gives. Keyword list, what keywords are available. So these are all the keywords used in Python. These are all the keywords. These cannot be used as the variables. By using this KW list from the importing keyword module and KW list, we can know what keywords are available in Python, and those cannot be utilized as variables here. And dynamic typing is one of the most a different feature of Python. Usually in every case in other programming we need to give what kind of data type it is, but here in Python we don't need to give what type of data type a variable is. We can directly assign x is equal to 10, x is equal to 20, or x is equal to some string, but we are not describing what actually what we are not specifying the inside while writing the program. So we can do some type change operations also here, like for suppose x is equal to 10, print, automatically Python will consider the type of the variable, and I am giving some string here, and print type of x. Okay, here we have created variable x. Initially we have given some value 10 and checked the type of x. So the type of x is integer here, and we change the type of that variable. What we have done is we have assigned some another value, that is string hello, and we check the type of it. Now it is string. That is how we can modify the type of the variable. That is allowed in Python. And same variable can be assigned with the different types. For suppose value, initially I am giving value is equal to value is equal to 100, value is equal to 3.14, value is equal to Python. It is the same variable, and I am assigning different values. Let's check the value, print the value. First, initially value will be given pointed towards the object 100. Later on doing this assigning 3.14, then it points to 3.4. That is the value towards which object is pointing. It will be changed. It is the same variable but with different data types. And also we can create a function in this way with the dynamic typing. This is called dynamic typing. We are not assigning the type of data we are while creating the variable. Print data. Okay, I have defined a function show underscore data, and I am taking the whatever the data is will be the input, and I want to print the data here. So now I am calling the function show data 10. Nowhere I am giving what kind of data I am storing. That is that is why I am giving an example using function show underscore data. A list, we can also give some list like this. Instead, any kind of data type you can give, but we are not here. I have given a value 10 here, but I haven't mentioned that this is 10. 10 is an integer or what kind of data. It automatically fetches. This type is data. This type of data is integer. And next I call the function with input parameter, input value as hello, and automatically it has taken. This is a string, and this is a list. So Python automatically understand what kind of variable we are what kind of data type of value is we are giving assigning to the variable. So these are some of the operations and conventions we will be using while creating variables. Hope this video is useful, and thank you for watching.